Okay, so I want to make a new recording again because I've been targeted pretty heavily this afternoon. So I'm just getting this coat off. The targeting's kind of changed really. They seem to have reduced the targeting to some extent. To some extent, I say, because I'm still being targeted. But today has been pretty heavy, to be honest. But there's been one constant theme, and that theme is dogs. So I think. Oh, actually, I won't say. Well, actually, fuck it. Yeah, the moped perp has not turned up for the last 2 or 3 days. But they'll probably send him again now because they do that. They react in real time to what I say. So I can guarantee now that the moped perp will turn up. And we'll see if I'm wrong. But I've noticed this has happened a few times. But, yeah, the dog thing. Well, I'll get onto that in a minute. But there's a few things. Today, well, the last few days, I recently learned that someone had ordered something from my eBay. Right, so, you know, I just checked. I could have sworn I never saw any email in my email saying anyone had ordered from me. But regardless, they'd ordered about 10-15 days ago. Well, less than that, about 10 days ago. So they filed a complaint. But I didn't know, you see. So I just sent them a message saying I'm going to send it, which I am. But I was walking past the post office I usually send today. And this is what they do. They mimic what you do or what you wear. So I'm going to the post office today and there is a one headlight van, a red van. So, you know, well, sorry, I wasn't going to the post office. I walked past the post office. I went to the shop, but there was a red van, right? So I walked past the red van and guess what? It's got one headlight. What a surprise. As soon as I walk past it, a motherfucker gets out with a package. So that tells me they thought I was going to go today to the post office and post a package. So they wanted to target me, you know, in the post office. Obviously they fucked up because I didn't go today to post a package. So, haha, joke's on you. But, you know, after that I went back to the flat. And then I went out again for a walk. And this same van's here again. This time it's parked up on the road, just with its engine running. With the motherfucker in the van again. With one headlight on. Now, I just walked past it. I give it 2 fingers. But I do it, you know, so only he knows what I'm doing. But, you know, other people don't know. So I give him the 2 fingers. And I clap when he walks past us. Like, you know, saying, haha, well done. You know, because it's bullshit. You're just pathetic motherfuckers. So I just go past into the woods. I'm going in these woods. Who do I see? Someone from my college. And guess what? He's targeting me. So as soon as I walk past this guy from my college, he's got the similar shoes to what I've got on. He's got shades on, which is something I've been wearing for the last few days. And, you know, he's humming, which is something they've been doing a lot. They'll hum when I walk past. So this motherfucker, he doesn't even say hello. I wasn't certain if it was him or not at first, but now I'm thinking it is. It was hard to tell because he had shades on. So I walk past this motherfucker and he's humming. He's going, like, you know, like that. Which is something they've been doing, either humming or singing when I walk past. So for whatever reason, I don't know, but they do that. So I walk past him and that happens. So, you know. Oh, I got a few one brake lights as well before that happened, but yeah, that happens every day. But after that, let's fast forward. You know, nothing really happened. I went back. I can hear the taps going from my perp neighbours. They'll turn on the taps at specific events. You know, say when I'm going out or for a piss, they'll turn the taps on. So they got the through wall shit going. You know. And they've just turned it on again, just to let me know. So this is the real time targeting that's going on, but I'll ignore that. But you know, after that happened, fast forward, wasn't it? I go to the park, so I'm chilling in the park, and I get mobbed by people with dogs, right? So I'm sat down relaxing, and I get like 4 or 5 people letting the dogs off the lead go up to me. And you know, not only that, but oh, I forgot to mention something, but I'll mention it after this. But not only that, they're throwing. There's 2 people, and they're both happen to throw the balls to the dogs. Where I am, they've got the whole field, right? And it's a big park. They've got the whole field, but they have to throw the ball, you know, near where I am, don't they? Right? And there was 2 people that did it, and they both threw the ball. One of them left, and then another one came. They both threw the ball in the same place, right? But I had the last laugh because when I was walking up the hill, his dog came and dropped the ball at my feet. So I just kicked the ball down the hill, like, as if saying, haha, it don't bother me, which it didn't. It's slightly annoying, but I'm not going to get scared of your dogs, because I know that's what you want. You've been trying for a while now to have your big dogs go near me and to try and get me scared of them. Because this is what they do. They try and plant phobias and get you scared of certain things because they don't want you to go out. They want to fuck with you everywhere you go. They don't want that. They don't want you going out. They want you to stay in the flat so they can do whatever they do. So they can target you with their energy weapons or whatever the fuck. You know, or just the noise campaign. Mainly the noise campaign. But, you know, I'm just in the park and this shit is happening. So, I also get this bitch and her boyfriend bitch. They were both bitches. Both coming up to me, letting the dog go up to me and smiling when it comes up to me. See, and this is the site I've told you once, and I'll tell you. Actually, I've told you 2 times now, but you didn't seem to get the message. The only bitches are you. I'm not your bitch. I'm not anyone's bitch, motherfucker. I'm not no one's bitch. The only bitches are you. You're the ones that are being controlled. You're the ones that are being manipulated to do this. So you can think, oh well, I can do what I want. You know, I'm above the law because I'm a perp. Well, maybe, but you're still doing what someone told you to do. So you're still being controlled by your master, which should be whoever is in the pyramid, because it's a pyramid structure, isn't it? So yeah, and they don't give a fuck about you, basically. They don't give a shit about you. As long as they get whatever they want, which they're not going to get. They're not going to get me to kill myself. I tell you that now. I'm going to live as normal life as I can. And your cowardly bullshit program is not going to fucking stop that. So, you know. But yeah, what I forgot to mention earlier was, I was before this guy I knew from college came down. Someone came with a dog, right? And it was some kind of cross. It looked like a husky cross with some weird dog. But he just comes up to me smiling and says, "It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you." So I was like, yeah, I know. I was kind of like, why are you telling me that? You know, it was like, and this is the psychological part, because that is implying that I'm scared of the dog. So they're trying to put that thought in my mind that I should be scared of the dog, which is what they're trying to do, because they're trying to get me scared of dogs. See? Do you see where I'm coming from? This is the connection. It's like, you know, if the dog was doing something like growling at me, you could say, oh, don't be afraid of him, maybe. But, and this has happened for the last few weeks. I've had dogs coming up to me barking, and they probably train them to do that, right? So what they're trying to do is basically get me fearful of dogs, which I'm not scared of dogs. I used to, well, I won't say I was a phobia scared, but when I was little, I kind of was scared of big dogs, because they're big dogs. Any little kid is gonna be scared of dogs when they attack, right? And I've had a few incidents, but I'm not scared of dogs. Your dogs should be scared of me and my steel toe boots, because that's what it's gonna get, right? So, but yeah, this is the psychological shit they do. in the games, and they'll try and implant phobias. Because I mean, this is what they got me doing with the one headlights. When I was on a road, I couldn't walk down a road without, and I still sometimes do it, not to the extent I used to do, but I couldn't walk down a road without turning over my head to see if a car, and this is the fixation drill, as another TI, Nigel Nicholson, says, which he's got a load of information. If you listen to his talk shows and his YouTube, I highly recommend it. But yeah, in one of his shows he said this is the fixation drill, you know, and they do the same thing over and over again. So in my case it's the one headlight cars or the one brake light. So they're getting me fixated on this, so I'm going to keep looking for it, right? So yeah, I couldn't walk down the street without you know, looking for cars with one headlight and one brake light, you know. They got me. But once I realised what they were doing, I kind of managed to, you know, ease myself out of that mind state. So I occasionally still do it, don't get me wrong, because it still does affect you. You're still looking for it now and again, but I'm not looking for it every single time I go down the street now. But you see, I guess they want me to be thinking every dog I pass is going to attack me now, right? This is what they'll try and do. They'll try and get you to believe this shit. But yeah, I had a perp outside, and they'll use tough guys to try and intimidate me, right? It's like, we're usually with dogs, so this guy who is a perp, I'm pretty sure, as soon as, when I first seen him and his girlfriend to start with, were giving me dead eye. And then this guy comes and he's you know, it's built like whatever, but I ain't scared of that. So, you know, I'm not scared of guys that are built like shit bricks. Believe me, I'm not. But yeah, this guy had he had one light out on his car. And he always seems to appear, he doesn't always appear, but whenever he does, he usually does something to target me or to try and intimidate me. So I've had this other guy as well with a Rottweiler, and I saw him the other day when I was coming back, and he does the same thing. So he'll try and intimidate me or smirk at me or some shit, but I'm not moved by that shit. You want to do something, you know. I know you're not gonna, because you're pussy. You're pussy, and that's it. You're not. And not only that, because you blow the whole program. You don't want that. You blow the whole program and prove what I'm saying if you attack me. Plus, you probably regret it. But yeah, this is just some shit they do. I mean, they'll try and intimidate you with whatever they can. They'll get tough guys with the hoods up, guys dressed like thugs. You name it. These motherfuckers will do it, right? So, I'm going to upload this tonight because I think it needs to be heard. And other TIs can probably get something from it. But, yeah, this is exactly the kind of shit they'll do. They will try and get you fearful of things you've never been fearful of by doing the same thing. And once you learn what it is they're doing, you'll see that. You can see it with your own eyes. So I'm coming up to 15. Sorry, I'm coming up to 15 minutes, and can't upload longer. But I've pretty much said everything I need to say anyway. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Alright.